Little Maggie. Little Maggie wanders up and down the street, the snow upon her hair, the frost upon her feet, with the little boxes of matches she could not sell all day, and the thin, thin, tattered coat which the wind blows every way. The rows of large, dark houses without look cold and drear, but within, happy hearts are waiting for Christmas to appear. By the bright and cheerful firelight smile the father and the mother, while the children talk of presents in whispers to each other. But no one talks to Maggie, and no one hears her speak. No breath of little whispers comes warmly to her cheek. No little arms around her. Ah, that there should be, with so much happiness on earth, so much misery. Little Maggie goes shivering on her way. There's no one looking out for her. There's no one that asks her to stay. Her home is cold and desolate. No smile, no food, no heat. Her stomach aches for bread. A difficult craving to beat. She sits down in a corner where two great houses meet, and she curls up beneath her for warmth her little feet. And she remembers the loved tales that her mother used to tell, and the cradle songs she sang when the summer twilight fell. Colder it grows and colder. But she does not feel it now, for the pressure on her heart and the weight upon her brow. But she struck one little match on the wall so cold and bare to see if anyone else was there. The single match was ignited, and by the light it threw, it seemed to the little Maggie that the wall was open in two, and she could see the room within, the room all warm and light, with the fire glow red and blazing and the logs burning bright. And the family were gathered around the table richly spread with heaps of meat, drinks, and pleasant bread. She could smell the fragrant odor. She could hear them all talk and play. Then all was dark once again as the match had burned away. She struck another quickly, and now she seemed to see within the same cozy room a glorious Christmas tree. The branches were covered with things children prize, exciting gifts for the boy and girl that shined before her eyes, and she almost seemed to touch them and to join the welcome shout. Then darkness fell around her, for the little match was out. Another and another she tried. They will not light, and she gave her all and struck with all her might. She heard a familiar voice and saw a sight that she longed to see. She saw her mother, who asked, "Maggie, will you come with me?" The chilly winter morning breaks in the cold gray skies on the city wrapped in snow cover, on the spot where little Maggie lies, in her scant and tattered garment with her back against the wall. She sits, cold and rigid. She answers not their call. The EMTs lifted her up carefully. They shuddered as they said, "It was a bitter, bitter night. The child is frozen dead." As they lifted her body into the ambulance for her final ride, the man said, "It was a bitter night. Would no one let her in? Where's this kid's family? That's where she should have been."